and welcome to this new tutorial. Today I want to talk about a way to reuse your spare loops. As a musician, I'm always playing with my guitar or piano or bass, and I have a lot of idea recorded here and there, and I collect all of them in one single folder in one of my hard drives. Sometimes I reopen this folder and I listen some of the material I have in there. Today we will see how I use heavy guitar into this session. You can use whatever sample you want, but this is a way to inject more variety into your session by using some organic and real played sample. The basic rhythm part is this one, and on top of that I've added some riff, this one, and this one here. All these three riffs are coming from the same basic recording, which is this one. So let me show you how I used and reused this single riff and transformed it to three different riffs. So the concept here is not to chop the whole loop in different parts, in different sections, and use those different sections, but is to pick different part of the loop by moving the start point, the end point, sometimes looping and stuff like that. So by acting on the sample itself. Now I've prepared this one, which is the original one. I've simply copied so we can use freely. And let's try to find a spot into this riff, basically to obtain a new riff. Let's try to maybe the last part, this Yes, let's try something like this. Let's record, maybe rehearse. Yes. Now we have our line. I've simply added one note here. Let me show you. Here. Just to have this retrigger. And now we have to resample the new riff into a new pad. So let's mute all this stuff here that we don't need. Yes. Nice, so let's resample. Cool. So let's unmute all the rhythmic part and let's add nice. we have our basic riff. So basically now I want to use the original loop to create another riff, a counter riff to the main. So let's maybe this note here. See? Just something like this. But it's interacting with the other riff. So let's resample and treat a little bit also this new riff here. Now we have to mute all the rhythmic part and mute also this guy here. Now let's resample here. Nice. So let's unmute all this stuff here. Let's delete all this stuff. And let's add this one here. Nice, so we want to treat a little bit also this guy here. First of all, I want to use the reverb. And resample. Cool. Now, let's exchange, copy, and let's leave this here on bus 3, on bus 2, and let's leave this one from the buses because I want to. Now I want to maybe try to use the filter on this new filter drive. Something like that. So we can resample directly the pad itself. So let's do it. It's 4. Nice. Now let's add a little bit of tremolo and pan. Something like this, resample. Nice, let's exchange and see what happens. Now, if you want a more prominent tail and add a little bit of glue from the cycle of the loop, you can continue to resample and maybe add a little bit more reverb to mask this little hole. But honestly, I like it, so I will leave like this. This is a simple way and a quick demonstration of what you can do with spare loops that you have recorded maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago. I have some really old stuff in my collection of personal loops. This is only matter of picking a sample that fits well with the style of your song or your tracks, and manipulate the samples from the sample level and not chopping them. It's a little bit more creative. It's a little bit long as a process. It requires a little bit of time finding the right spot and the right rhythmic as I show you. But you can do really something that is very nice. I forgot to... So this is it for today. I hope this tutorial will be useful for you and gives you some new ideas to reuse your loops. This is it for today, and if you need samples for your ESP or Octatrack or other machine, mixes, mastering of your tracks, just check my Gumroad page. There's also my new basic music theory for electronic musician guide out, and you can dig a little bit more into music theory, and it's specific for ESP 44. As always, thank you for watching and see you next time. Ciao!